everyone, this is TrackKing25 and welcome to this edition of the Redstone Break. In this edition, I am going to be showing you how to build a very simple chicken farm that unfortunately only works in 1.11 because it uses specific blocks. Now, before I get to this tutorial, I just want to show you real quick how this works. What this farm uses is pretty much just a observer block, a hopper with a comparator into that, the dispenser, and 2 bits of redstone dust and a repeater. That is essentially your whole farm done right there. And as you can see, it just fired off. So what happens is at the top over here, you have chickens in a little chicken hole right there. And as they lay their eggs, it goes into this hopper right there, and that hopper sends a signal making a 1 tick pulse from this observer block, and it shoots that pulse into that repeater, which powers that block, which dispenses out the egg which the hopper was faced into. So it's a very simple circuit. It's not that tough to build, and let's get building it. So how I like to start the chicken farm is I just lay down my first 3 blocks right there and then put a chest right there. This chest is going to be the output of where you want your chickens and your feathers to go to. So on the chest, what you want to do is go behind it and place a hopper into that chest and then a half slab on top of that hopper. After you place the half slab, what you want to do is come behind the hopper, place the block right there, 2 blocks down right there, a repeater into that block, like that, and redstone dust there. Now for the repeater, if you want it to double tick like you just saw over there, you want to set it to 1 or 2. If you want to just pulse once, you set it to 3 or 4. I recommend you set it to 1 or 2 just because an egg, if multiple chickens lay eggs at the same time, a couple will get stuck in there and then you'll have to go in there and take the eggs out. If it double pulses, then you know you're fine and you won't have to worry about the chicken eggs being stuck in there. Next, what you want to do is you want to get out a dispenser and then come out to the front right here and put the dispenser down. Make sure it's facing into the half slab. And after you want to put a hopper right on top of the dispenser like this. This is where your chickens are going to be standing that are going to be laying the eggs. After that hopper is placed there, what you want to do is crouch down, put a block right there, and put your comparator onto that block. And then this is the only tricky part of the build, getting the observer block upside down. What I like doing is just building 1 block down, crouching, and putting the observer block there. As you can see, I missed the first time, but I got it the second time. Once you get your observer block facing down with that little, I didn't even notice its face. Nice. That face there, you want to put your redstone dust right there, and this is actually your whole circuit right there. Next thing you gotta do is you just gotta put in your water right here or your lava, and then your chickens on top there, and you're all done. I'll just fill in the blocks just so you guys can see exactly like how to fill in the blocks, but it's simple. You don't want any water or lava to escape the chicken farm. So I just fill in all the sides right there. The main part is keeping the chickens in and making sure that they don't fly out. I've had a couple problems when I was building this where I would break a block and then the chickens would just spray out like there was no tomorrow. Oh, what you want to make sure you do is above the chest in the half slab, for aesthetics and so you can get the stuff out of the chest, you want to place glass there in those 2 blocks. It doesn't have to be in the second one, but it just has to be in this first one there so you can open your chest. Now in terms of the rest of the blocks, like I said before, you want to place your water just right there. It's going to be pretty much in line with the hopper if you're not too sure where to place it. Then you just fill out the rest of the blocks going up like there, and there, boom, boom, boom. That's like that, that's like that, and that there. What I like doing before I put my chickens in, since I'm in creative, I can just spawn them, but I like putting half slabs just right there, just to make sure they don't escape. Again, I've had a lot of problems with that. So what you do is, if you're in survival, you just throw your eggs in there until you get a bunch of chicken. And as you can see, the chicken are going in there. No. So now if the chickens lay the eggs, they should dispense out right over there and then land up on the half slab. what's going to happen when the chickens grow up is they're going to go into the water and suffocate, unfortunately. And the chicken and feathers go down into the chest right here. Now I'll just get a couple eggs out just so I can just show you. That's not a couple. That's a couple eggs out to show you what will happen when the chickens lay the eggs. Okay, there we go. After a lot of eggs, it's rare that it happens. You can see that a chicken is on the half slab. Now, when that chicken grows up, it's gonna get suffocated in the water, and its meat will fall down. Now, as you can tell, when I would throw in the eggs, if you listen carefully, you hear that the dispenser fires and then a click after. That's because I have it set right down here to 1 tick. Now, if I set it to 3 ticks, what you'll see when I go to the top, so I use the creative, when I put in the egg, it fires once. Now, that's up to you. I personally don't like letting it fire once, only because the eggs do get jammed up sometimes. So, at least with 1 tick there, I know that the eggs won't get stuck. But anyway, this has been Tracking 25. Thank you for watching this quick redstone break on the chicken farm. I'll see you guys later.